Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, guys, we'll get started shortly here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. Welcome, guys. As you know, our Sunday class, this is our Sunday class. We cover Forex, crypto, and the futures market. Forex, crypto, and the futures market. We'll get started shortly.
Huh? I don't know. I don't think so. I can't. Okay.
Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. All right. Welcome, everyone. Hope you guys are excited about the new week. All right. So, as you guys know, on Sundays, we do Forex, cryptos, and futures. So we want to go over the markets, get ready for the new week here. So, hey, Dean, welcome, Dean. Hey, Bill, welcome, Bill. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe, welcome. Kawisi, welcome. All right,
Thank you, David. How you
Solomon.
doing?
Good, good. Solomon, welcome. All right. Arlene, welcome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. All right. So you guys should see my screen. Monster Futures. All right. So Monster Futures is here. All right. So markets, the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, all right, E-mini, they're all flat right now, which is good, right? So we want the equity markets to hold, all right? So that we can continue this Christmas rally, all right? So slightly up. So the S&P is slightly up, the Russell is slightly up, all right? The Dow is slightly down, but just down to flat, all right? Hey, Yo Kid, welcome. All right. I want you guys to pay attention to the dollar here, right? The dollar index here. And this is a daily time frame. As you guys know, we had traded the dollar long for a long time. I think we got about three or four pretty nice rotations. It's on the downside, so it's in the markdown phase now. Okay, so um, don't go long the dollar. All right, don't go long the dollar. Dollar coming down, right, is good for the equity markets. All right, to move higher. All right. I want to show you guys what we're looking at here. This is on the monthly time frame. And those of you who've been with us for a while, coming to these classes, you guys probably remember when we start right here on this candle here going long the dollar. All right, going long the dollar. And we caught a lot of this move here. Although this is on the monthly time frame, right? We traded it on the 240 and our traders did really well. Well, this is what's happening now. Right. And some of you, you can look for opportunities to short the dollar, all right, through Forex. But I want to show you guys. We're watching this level here on the dollar. And we're getting close. This is where we got the previous buy signal on the dollar. And guys, as I go through this, we'll open up the floor for any questions after I'm done here. All right, so these are the areas we're watching. Again, this is on the monthly time frame here. And again, this will help the equity markets to move higher if the dollar can come down, and which it has. It's been coming down. All right, but this is an area here we are looking at. Right here. All right, so here is resistance on the dollar. This is on the monthly time frame now. This is where we got the buy signal right here. This triangle right here. We broke resistance, got that buy signal here on this candle right here. All right, but what we want to keep an eye on is right here. This current month right here, you guys know it's been coming, is making lower highs. All right, and we'll watch this area here for so one or two resistance becomes support. All right, so we'll watch the dollar, all right, to see if it can get back to 102. If it gets back to this area, guys, there's a good chance, all right, there's a good chance it can break through this 102. Hey, Gerald, welcome. All right, so, and that will help the equity markets, and that will help Forex. Okay, so we do not have a rotation, right? We haven't called a rotation in Forex. One second. All right. So we haven't called a rotation in Forex, but keep an eye. And I want to show you guys. We're going to take a look at Forex Dominator this evening. I know we don't bring that system out a lot, but I'll show you guys what's developing there. All right. So keep an eye here on the dollar breaking, right? Previous resistance, now support. This is where sellers are sitting. Sellers are sitting right here. All right. So again, we're close to that support. So if we can get to it, right, and break, then we could get a move back here. Okay, we can get a move back here, which would be about 95 on the dollar. And I think the dollar went up as high as 113, all the way up here, 113. Okay, and then we'll see what it does here, right? If it gets to this area here, this trend line here, we'll see if it holds, right, consolidate a bit and test, or if it breaks lower down. If it breaks lower down, if it breaks this trend line here, then that's really a concern. That's really a concern if it breaks this trend line here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Big picture thinking on the dollar. All right, on the dollar index, the dollar index. All right, all right. Okay, so and here's the daily time frame. Here's the daily time frame. We just looked at the monthly. Here's the daily time frame. Okay, Forex market tracker. So Forex market tracker. We still have guys. There's only 32 pairs, 32 pairs out of 57 pairs that are above yellow. All right. So either trying to break out a trend. All right. So basically half of the Forex market is either trending or consolidating. All right. So like I said, still don't have a rotation, but there are still opportunities that you guys, there are opportunities out there in Forex. We just have to be very, very selective. All right. Very, very selective. All right. But no rotation yet. We don't have a rotation yet. Okay. So we're still waiting for a rotation. All right. Let's take a look at Monster US 30. All right. So Monster US 30. This was a great trade, a bit choppy, right? Right. Choppy here. But we'll keep an eye on it. So as the Dow continues to move higher, we expect some good things from the US 30 in the futures market. Here's the daily time frame right here. Buy signal nicely in the markup phase. We'll need to get through. And I'll open up the floor in a minute. We'll need to get through this area in here. So this resistance in here. All right. So right in here. All right. We've gotten through here. Look here. We're getting through here. All right. This will be a concern. So getting past this area in here, a lot of consolidation in here will be a concern. But hopefully, based on the price action, we can move higher and perhaps get another buy signal on the 60-minute time frame on Monster US 30. All right. The NAS, basically the same price action with the NAS. All right. So buy signal here, not in the markup phase yet. We're still early in the markup phase. Hey, Zaire, welcome. Early in the markup phase. All right. So we need to break through. We do have a purple support and resistance here. That's a bit of a concern. All right. But hopefully, right, the NAS will follow the US 30 like here. All right. Cryptos. All right. So Bitcoin is still near that 16, 17,000 range. All right, so no change. All right, no change on Bitcoin. We're still looking at 10,000 level, support level for Bitcoin, which is right here. So if you guys look here, 10,000 support is right here. And we're not far from it. All right. We're not far from it. We've been calling that 10,000 support on Bitcoin. All right. So we're not far from it, guys. We're right here. All right. So 17,000. It got in the last week, got in the 16,000 range. All right. 16,000 range. So that's we should get to 10,000. Might take a while. It's got a bit of consolidation right here. All right. So if it continues to consolidate right here, all right, then we might get another support and resistance areas and then break support. Now, the thing to pay attention to is this: as the market is continuing to move higher, right, which Bitcoin will follow the S&P and the Nasdaq and the Dow. It's not doing that, guys. So that's that tells us that Bitcoin and cryptos in general extremely weak. All right. Now, another area we'll watch, and it's too early to keep an eye on that. We'll wait to see if Bitcoin can get to 10,000. If it gets to 10,000, then the next support area is around 5,000. Okay. So if we can get to right here, if we can get to 10,000, which we should not have a problem getting to. All right. If we can get here to 10,000, right? Remember, we came all the way from up here, guys. All right. So if we can get to 10,000, right, lower highs, get to 10,000. This area here is where we can get consolidation, like here. All right. Consolidation like here between 10,000, right? 10,000 here, and then 5,000 here. And then this will be a big area here to see what Bitcoin does after that, right? If we break support at 5,000 here, we could go much lower. All right. So, but we're not there yet. 17,000, right? We need another 7,000 or so, get to 10,000. And then we'll get, this is where we'll get some real consolidation. All right. Any questions on this? I want to stop here. Any questions on this, on Bitcoin? Any questions on the dollar before we get into Forex? All right, no questions. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's talk about Forex. Okay. All right, so here is Monster Scalper. I want to start with, and I know we don't talk about Forex Dominator a lot. Going into 2000, two areas we're going to spend some time on. 2000 going into 2023 will be the systems that we have that are focused on the futures market. All right. So the US Monster US 30. All right. We're going to spend a lot of time with that system. The NAS 100. Okay. And then we're launching a new system for the S&P, SP 500. So we're going to spend some time 2023 getting you guys going heavy in those systems. Another system that an amazingly great system, but over the years, for the last 10, 12 years, a lot of our traders haven't had an interest in Forex Dominator. And this was one of our first systems, all right? It actually came before Monster Scalper, all right? And the concern we've had with Forex Dominator is that most traders can't wait, right? We've had it on the weekly time frame. So every candle was a week's worth of price action. And we've moved it now. So going into 2023, we've moved it from a weekly time frame to a daily time frame. All right. So I think we'll have more interest in this system. All right. I think we'll have a lot more opportunity to trade this system. Okay. And as Forex, if the Forex market opens up, we'll get some really nice trends out of this system. Okay. So you guys have probably heard me talk about it from time to time, Forex Dominator. Okay. But we're going to put some focus on it going into 2023. Now, what I want you guys to take a look at is what's happening here. And with this system here, all right, we can capture really long trends, right? And I've had a few of you guys ask me, hey, David, Can we find really good markdown phases? Okay, and now this is a conversation we want to have. So you guys can interrupt me here. Okay, so you can interrupt me, ask me any questions on this. Okay, because we're gonna be doing a lot of trend following, big trend following, where we stay in the trades a long time. If we can stay in the trade 6 months, a year, we'll look to do that with this system, okay, with Forex Dominator. All right. Hey, Arthur, welcome. All right. So I want you guys to take this is on the daily time frame. So similar to Monster Scalper. All right. You guys can see it's set up very similar. All right. We don't have it's about the same. We have 36 out of the 57 pairs that are above 20 and trying to trend or break out. The rest here consolidating. Okay, so even on this time frame, we've seen similar market condition for Forex. Okay, but what I want you guys to pay attention here is this. If you guys look here, the New Zealand pairs, the New Zealand pairs are breaking out. Now we're not going to focus on the short pairs, just the long pairs. So I want you guys to take a look here, and the amount of pips is just crazy here. So here is New Zealand dollar. So New Zealand dollar, all right. Markdown phase, accumulation is in here. So let's draw it out. So going into 2023, we're gonna focus on this. So on Sundays, when we go through the markets, go through the systems, we're going to bring out Forex Dominator, and we'll look at trends, current trends, and what is setting up. All right. So accumulation. All right. Break of resistance here. All right. And here is the markup phase right here. All right. Dean, give me 1 second. I just want to go through. I'll get you, buddy. 1 second here. All right. So, and there's some opportunities also setting up in the euro pairs too. So, New Zealand dollar here. All right. And that's from here to here. From here to here, that's 400 pips. All right. Let me repeat. From here to here, that's 400 pips. So roughly 400%. And that is just about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a little over 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. So that's New Zealand dollar. I want to show you guys this one next. Here is nice markdown phase, right? Nice markdown phase. All right. A lot like some of the equities we've been looking at. Markdown phase, right? Accumulation right here. All right. Broke resistance, markup phase. Right. Buy signal here. All right. This one here is for about roughly, pips are measured a bit differently, but roughly about 600 pips. 600 pips on this one here, straight up. Look at that. All right. All right. And this market is still consolidating. And then this is the one we'll be paying attention to here. Okay. The others have gone. This one here, it's still early. Right. So on the daily time frame, and as we go through these every week, if I forget, remind me, guys. If I forget to go through Forex Dominator, remind me, because we just haven't had a lot of focus on it, but we need to bring it out. Okay. And we need to talk about it more. So buy signal here, break of resistance. Okay. Right here, and it's still breaking out, still early on the daily time frame, right? Ideally here, right? Ideally in here, but that's still good right here. All right. Hey, Dean, you had a question for me? Go ahead, buddy.
Hi, David. Yes, I had a question on Do you use the dominator in conjunction with scalper? Like, do you look at scalper then move on to dominator to see the longer trends?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. But with Forex Dominator, we need the buy signal. Okay, we need to have a buy signal on Forex Dominator. Okay. The drawback, there are two things with Forex Dominator, why it's not popular. All right. Why it's not popular. Because I think the first concern is that you stay in the trade a long time, right? You will be, if it catches a trend, you might be in the trade for several months, right? But that's a good thing, right? So we're going to change some mindsets, right? Moving forward, right? Where it's a good thing to stay in the trends as long as possible. Um, when we first launched, and this was years ago, when we first launched Forex Dominator, it was our first Forex system. Traders just didn't have the patience. I quite frankly don't have the patience. Okay. And that's why we came out with Monster Scalper, right? But we've kept Forex Dominator as a trend following. It's a true trend following system. Okay. It's a true trend following systems. There are trends in Forex, right? There are trends in Forex, right? But most Forex traders, um, look at pound dollar. Look at that. That's setting up nicely here. So we are going to force, and I have to do it as well. All right. Force myself, force our traders to trade on the longer trend. Okay. And the idea is while we're trading and we're in a big trend, we'll continue to trade Forex on the other time frames. So we could trade it on the daily. It's not the weekly anymore. All right. So I've been giving a lot of thought to this. All right. So the weekly was just way too long for traders. All right. Way too long. I think the daily will help a bit. I think the daily will help. All right. And so you could still trade around it. So you could have, the idea is, right, you could take a core position like this. Let's say here. Well, let's go back here. Let's see. I want to. Yeah, see, the pound pairs are setting up here. Yeah, pound pairs are setting up, but let's go back here. So the idea is, right, and it's all about, at the end, it's all about making money, right? But so two things: having the patience to wait, and the other thing is, right, there are gaps. All right. So just know that your support and resistance areas, and this is not something that is not a major concern, but it is a concern. All right. Where your protection, and I'll open up the floor in a minute here, where your protection, if you guys look here, you have very wide stops, very wide stops. And with Forex, because of the volatility, unlike stocks, right, you have wide ranges between support and resistance. All right. So if you guys look here, right, from here to here, that's about almost 200 pips. That's a concern, right? That's a concern. All right. But if we're able to get out on a red candle, so rather than waiting for a sell signal, there are some things we have to do. Okay. I don't want you guys running out and trying to trade this now, right? But just know 2023, there'll be a focus on this, and we will master this system, and we will have traders in this. You could, when if this system runs, and I've tracked throughout the years where you could have 2, 3, 4,000, 5,000. I've seen 10,000 pips. That's like 10,000% profit. It's amazing, right? But that takes a while, and it has to build and build and build. Okay, we haven't had a lot of trends, right? We haven't had a lot of trends, big trends in Forex. We've had a lot of consolidation, but with everything that's going on, right out there, we might see some trends opening up. So we want to keep this around, keep it available. All right. So and we get towards the end of the year. All right. And every year I try to have a focus, right? Right. We have new systems that are constantly coming out, right? We have with the launch of SP 500, we'll have 16 systems, and then we're also coming out with some specialized bundles. Okay, so we have some traders that only want to trade Forex, right? We have some traders that only want to trade equity stocks. All right, and we have not a lot of traders that just want to trade futures, but we'll have some bundles for that also. All right, but as far as the trades this week in Forex, so just keep that something that we'll have focus on. Okay, focus on moving forward. All right. As far as the trades that are right now in Forex. And in Forex, in Monster Scalper, the CAD, we've been talking about the CAD. Is anyone in the CAD pairs? Anyone trading the CAD pairs? Anyone trading the CAD pairs? Anyone in any CAD positions?
Yes, I am.
Dean, okay. So you are in Aussie CAD, right? Aussie CAD?
Aussie CAD, yes.
Aussie CAD. Let's see here. So, okay. All right. And you still holding, Dean?
I'm still holding.
Good job. And for a new trader with us, Dean has been trading for a while, but new with us, that's really good. All right. So I think your entry was about right here was your entry. You stayed in, you held it, boy. You held it right here. Right. You held it. That was a test. And now it's right here. It's right here.
Yeah.
And you added, right? You added here. You scaled up.
Yes,
okay.
I scaled up.
Yeah, you scaled up here. So it is right here now. Keep an eye on it, right? Here's a high. This is not really resistance. That's a high here. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
And good job. This is Din's. And Din got lucky because we looked at getting into a trade, and Din got lucky because this is his first trade. And a lot of times when we get new traders come on, and we take our first trade, sometimes it's a losing trade. All right. So to have your first trade be a winning trade, that's good. That's good. That's good for the
feels good.
Yeah, for your headspace, right?
Yeah.
So good trade, buy signal. Well, let's learn from this, right? So buy signal here, pull back. And even as a new trader, guys, didn't get out on this pullback right here. So he followed the system, followed the process. No red candles, right? White candles held, but we always talk about this, right? If we can hold through those white candles, especially if we can get a green candle after those white candles, that's an indicator indication that buyers are going to come back in, and that's exactly what happened here. Okay. So he's building those. And believe it or not, the fact that Dean held it through here, right, that's going to help him as he moves forward with his trading. Okay. It's because he's now he's building trust in the process, trust in the system. Okay. So here is where we would probably look at the price is right here. So I would say you got some resistance right here. This is just a high. All right. So
Yes.
you should move higher. All right. And if you added positions, you're not trading a lot, just a small amount. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna scale up and hopefully this continues to run. Very good. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job. And that's Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD right here. Okay. Pound CAD is the number one trending pair, right? So pound CAD, right? Long. Then CAD yen, right? That's short. That's going short. That's the opposite. New Zealand CAD is the third top trending pair, and that's long also. All right. And then we've got down here Aussie CAD. All right. So Forex isn't doing great, but there is some opportunities here. And I think let's see here. I think Collis is in New Zealand CAD, I believe, or New Zealand dollar. Uh, anyone else? Zaire, are you in any Forex pairs? Zaire.
No, I'm not, David. Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. It's okay to be out. All right. It's okay. You guys don't have to be trading Forex. All right. We don't have a lot of opportunities here. As a matter of fact, equities should really be our focus right now. Okay. But there are some opportunities. There's some opportunities. Here is CAD yen is the second most trending pair. Like I said, it's trending to the downside. So it's a short, right? Here's the short position here. Not a bad trade, right? Short here. All right. Here was the first short. And then here's the second short here in CAD yen. New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD is right here. So here is New Zealand CAD. A really nice trade. Let's move it to the long. All right. And we've been talking about CAD, I think, for about 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks, right? We said pay attention to the CAD pairs. But that's really it. That's really it right now. All right. So buy signal right here. Very nice trade, right? And look at this. Buy signal was here. Buy signal was here. Could have scaled up here, scaled up here. Look at that. Scaled up here, scaled up here. So could have had, right? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 4, 5 positions, right? We could have added here. All right. Look at that. Nice, nice trend here. All right. So even with a lot of consolidation, the CAD pairs have been doing well. All right. All right. Any questions for me, guys? Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Oh, let's see here. Aussie CAD a bit choppy, but like I said, this is Dean's trade. EuroCAD down here. Let's see. EuroCAD. All right. Moving up nicely. All right. Similar to Dean's trade here. All right. The dollar, right? So we know the dollar index is moving lower. I'll be careful with the dollar index. It's been a bit choppy, right? Even if the index has been moving lower, the trades on the dollar have been a bit choppy. Okay, see here. So just be careful with the dollar. All right. If you guys are going to trade it, right? This one here is a pretty good setup. You see what I mean here? It's a bit choppy with the dollar. If you guys you're going to trade short, just make sure you're getting it. This is a perfect one here. All right, on the 240. And this is USD HUF. All right, so USD HUF. All right, buy sell short signal right here. So there's some opportunities. I like the longs, and you guys know we tend to focus on longs. But here, take a look. Even on the 60-minute, you might find some opportunities. Okay, so here's a short signal right here. All right, and now it's breaking, and that's moving lower. That's pretty good price action here on the short. All right. It's fine. Let's see what else here. Let's find one more. See, that's nothing there. Just be careful if you short. All right, if you shorten, this is what I don't like here. This is what I don't like. All right, with the dollar pairs. All right.
Hi, David. There was a question in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dean. Let's see here. Okay, all in. No, all in. No, there is no. So you do not. There is gosh there is interest. I forgot what I forgot the name that it's called, but there's some type of an interest, a carry interest or carry trade, where if you hold it, it's a small amount if you hold it long term, and that's a good point. A lot when we look at yeah, I believe it's a carry trade. Forex traders will do that. We don't focus a lot on it. We just trade the trade. So let's say here with Forex Dominator, you could do that where you hold in the trade for a long period of time and you will collect interest on that trade. All right. Some traders will trade with whole positions for that, right? Just for the interest. And that's always a concern because if you trade for interest, all right, then you tend to hold the trade for the interest and not trade the trade. Okay, not trade the trade. But you don't incur any fees where the spread when we enter the trade, our fees, all right, our fees are in the spread. All right, so it's already covered in the trade. There isn't an additional fee on top of your trade. All right, and that's why we really like trading Forex. All right, good question. All right. But there is a carry trade where you can gain interest if you've holding it for a long time. All right. All right. Any other questions?
Hey, Dave, can you pull up Euro JPY
Euro
on the daily?
JPY. All right. Hey, Joseph.
And
I'm so glad Joe is back with us.
Thank you.
Joe has been with us for a long time. When Joe started with us, we were in the office, and then after COVID is when we started doing the Zoom.
Right, right.
And so it's good to see Joe here. So let's see. Monster scalper. Where is my monster scalper? It's 30 US 30. Okay, here it is. Which pair, Joe?
Euro JPY on the daily.
On the daily. On the daily. You want to see it on the daily?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
That's going long or short? Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You looking to go short?
Yeah, it looks like there is a good shorting signal.
All right, let's bring in the short. All right, so there's a short signal right here. You see it
Yeah.
right here? Just
Yeah.
came in right here. But I wouldn't bother this. This is a
No?
very messy trade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look here on the daily time frame, were you looking to trade it on the daily, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
To short it on the daily since it came out.
Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all.
Okay.
All right, so this is what we have here. Okay, so here is our resistance here, right? Resistance here, this is where it failed. Resistance here, failed. Resistance here, all right? And
Broke.
yeah, and that's, so we got pretty good, it failed. We're gonna say this failed here. So we got pretty good resistance here, all right? All right, and then here is our upward trend line. Okay, so it's holding here, and then here it is right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a risky trade here because what could happen here? What could happen based on to go short, right? So we're looking at short here. So what could happen based on here? What could happen with the price?
It can consolidate and go up.
Yeah, it can consolidate and go up. Exactly. And that's what it looks like it's trying to do. Right.
Yeah.
So although it broke that trend line, broke support, we had a sell signal, sell short signal here. But guess what? This isn't, it's going long. It's going long. All right. This is the trend line. It's in the markup phase. If we look at the overall trend, it's in the markup phase. And it's got pretty good resistance. So the price could do something like this, come back, and now retest and then do this. So yeah, so this could, and it's done, it did it here before. If you look here, right, that short didn't last. Look at that, right?
Yeah, didn't, yeah.
And then it didn't last here either. Let me clean this up so you can see. So you could get squeezed out of this really quick, really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so like here, even here, right, even here, if price wants to go higher, right? Even here. So if you look here, yes, it came down, made a low here. Here was the sell short signal here. Okay, but here it is right now. And it's back, it's back within that trend line. And it will probably do something like this here. Retest that, right? Retest resistance, okay, or consolidate in here. But the bottom line is no shorts at all, at all, at all.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here is a mix, right? So they're mixed. We have some long. So there's no, they're mixed. Hold on. But I'm glad you're looking at the daily. I'm glad you're looking at the daily. We'll do some work on the daily. It'll be a fun year. We want to see, especially if things break out, we'll see some really nice pips in this system. Let's see here, 1 second. And then we'll be done, unless you guys have any other questions for me. Here, Joe and everyone else, you guys see it's mixed here. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have some pairs. These are all Euro pairs. Some pairs that are long, right? Some pairs here that are short. Some here that are long. Some here that are short. Some here that. So it's mixed. It can go either way. Right. So no real direction here. All right, but yeah, this looks like it wants to, yeah. Right. Buyers will they look to take it up. And if it consolidates in here and hold, you could get a big pop here. And yeah, we don't want to be stuck in a trade like that.
Sure.
Right. Good job. All right, Joe. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm glad you're coming to the training classes.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in January after the Christmas rally.
Yeah. And back, and it seems like a long time ago now, right? We'd all have to hurry up, get into the office for our training, right? And guess what? Technology is amazing. We can just,
Sure it is.
Just turn on our laptop, turn on our computers, and get on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So nice to see you, Joe. Nice to see you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else, guys? Anyone else? Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, we're gonna end it here. So equities. Okay, so we're still having that Christmas
rally. What do you think about NEO?
NEO?
Yeah. Is there a buy signal?
So NEO?
NIO.
NIO. Okay, NIO. All right, let's take a look. Otto, let's take a look. On what time frame?
Daily.
You knew I was going to say that, right? You said the daily, right? Daily. All right. All right. Good job, Otto. All right. Daily, right? We need to have a specific time frame. So good job. All right. NIO. All right. Do we know what sector it's in? We know what sector.
Auto.
What is it?
Auto.
Auto. So transportation. Transportation.
It's electric cars. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. Or technology. All right. So what are you looking to do here?
Just seeing if there's any signals.
Okay. So good job, right? Good job. Not a perfect markdown phase, right? But good, right? At least we are looking for in the right area. All right. So good job. Good job.
And recent news with they're easing the COVID restrictions in China, so the economy is gonna start moving again, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. All right. And I am so happy you're looking at this on a wider time frame, right? Rather than intraday. So good job. So let's analyze it here for you. Okay. All right. And we'll be done with this. This will be the last one, guys. All right. Okay. And Otto, I know I've given you a hard time, but I do that because I love you guys. I want to see you make money. All right. And look what he did here. All right. So good job, Otto. All right. So he's got support here, right? He's not buying it at $40 up here. All right. So you got support here. And then here you got your support here. This is your markdown phase. And here it is. Resistance is right here. Support, support, right? Resistance, support becomes resistance. So this is pretty good, right? Resistance right here. All right. Worst case scenario, right? You've got another bit of support here, but guess what? Right here. So you got buyers coming in, green candles, buyers coming in to break resistance. Currently, the price is at 13, right? 13.13. So you might get a buy signal up here until about $14. Okay, 14, right? 14 and change. Worst case, $15 right here, which would be high for this. Okay, because it's been giving you really close buy signals. So you should get a buy signal if the market moves higher tomorrow. This stock moves higher. You could get a buy signal tomorrow or Tuesday. Okay. The concern though is right here. The concern is right in here. So let's move this up. Hold on. So can you take the trade when it gives a buy? If it gives a buy signal, yes. But just know that you've got, I'll just draw it out here. You've got an area right here. So you've got really strong resistance right here. All right. And then you've got this whole area here. So really from this whole area here, right, all this consolidation here, when we look at the charts, we want to make sure that it's clean, like this area here, when we look towards the left. So that's a lot of, a lot of consolidation in here that could hold your trade back. So even if you got a buy signal here at 14, let's say 15, all right, that might here, your trade might halt in this area here. So just look at this like, right, you don't have a green light, total green light, right? There's traffic above, right? That might, bring sellers in and hold. Worst case scenario, what could happen is that you just don't get a lot of movement. You'll get your trade might get trapped in this consolidation in here. Do you see that? Do you see that, Otto?
Yeah, where it's ranging.
Yeah. So yeah, so this area, yeah, you could take the trade if it gets a buy signal, but just know that there's a lot of consolidation ahead. Now I want to take a look at one more thing. And then we'll be done.
Seems like a lot of money can be made in that consolidating zone if it's like $5 to $10 ranging in a day.
Well, I if you look here, this is a better So if you can get past, this area here, all right. Now, this is the weekly time frame. So if you get a buy signal on the daily, you could take it. Just know that it might struggle a bit. On the weekly time frame, it looks better, right? On the weekly time frame. And if it has a catalyst, right? We don't pay attention to the news, but if it has a catalyst, right, then that might help the trade also move higher. So it's got really good support right here on the weekly time frame. So I wouldn't trade it on the weekly. You can just watch the weekly, right? Watch the weekly. So you've got pretty good support. All right. We'll count this. All right. So you could get, if it's moving up on the daily, so it's got some green candles on the daily, that will force the weekly to give probably not a green candle, probably a white candle, some white candles in here. All right. And then hopefully break out. This is going to be your area here. Okay. Kind of get through. Okay. But not a bad trade. Not a bad trade setup. Not a bad trade. The only concern is that you've got some consolidation ahead on the daily time frame. Okay. But not bad. Worst case scenario that sellers come back in, and we have to be careful of that, right? We have to be careful of that. Yeah, we can buy, we can enter, but sellers could come back in and continue the markdown phase. All right. So on the weekly here, right? So although it's creating support here, guess what? Sellers can easily come back down, and that will show on your daily time frame too, and continue this markdown phase here. But you got some pretty good support down here. You got some pretty good support here. It's not a great trade, but for you, Otto, that's a major step. That's a major step. So yeah, I'm glad you're thinking this way, and I'm glad you're looking at trades this way. Okay, so this is a success for you, buddy. All right, so good job. Keep doing the work. All right, and it's just a matter of thinking, especially when we're new to trading. All right, we have one idea of how to trade, right? And then we have to, and it's all of us, right? It's all of us. When I started too, I thought there was a, that, hey, trading a 1 minute. I used to trade, believe it or not, I used to trade on a 1 minute, right? Time frame, right? So we have to change that. All right, good job, guys. Good job. Pay attention to the equity markets, right? So remember, right? We need to stay focused. So remember that we're still in that Christmas rally. Here is the Dow, right? We're near that all-time high, right? So if you guys are in stocks, we have our sniper traders, right? So we'll have our signals tomorrow. Hopefully we get a pop in the equity markets. We're all long. We have all long positions in sniper trader. All right. So hopefully we get a pop in sniper trader in the morning. All right. But this is where we should be. We should be in, right, the equity markets. All right. Here, right, the VIX is coming down, right? So we're below 20. Finally, we're below 20. All right, we're at 19. So that's good news. We needed to keep getting lower. All right. We do have a buy signal finally on the NASDAQ. Okay, so equities. All right. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for Q&A. Thanks for coming. All right, great class. Arthur, good job. All right.
Thank you, David. Good night.
Take care, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, David. Thanks, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.